on the finger, 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the raw. Trigger on the finger, 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the raw. Yeah.
Trigger on the finger, 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind on the trigger on the finger. 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel, my mind.
This series already at 2 games to nothing. A lot to play for tonight. This is the Eastern Conference semifinals. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. Now look at Vancouver's starting lineup. Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Mobley. Then there's Tyler Hero. Then it's Cason Wallace. And it's Wallace in at the 3 slot. And for New Jersey, we've got Sarr. Santi Aldama out there with Malik Monk. And it's Hunter in at small forward. You look at Vancouver, they're firing on all cylinders. Up 2-0 in the series. But now they enter a hostile environment.
Yeah, and that often affects your secondary scores the most.
Hero outside, goes up at the stripe. Can't get it to go. Shooting 10 for 15 now. Aldama outside. Up and over Carter. Oh!
Final
It's the
round.
buzzer!
Fight.
Just in time! Wow! Big time bucket. I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And so it's New Jersey closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment.
Melissa Carson, Corey Knox, Dev Scrams, and final rounds on the mixes. It's gonna be lit. What?
Thanks for joining us for postseason basketball. Clearly, guys, the second half is going to be a tough task.
They've got to play with more force defensively. Yeah, you got to make them feel it.
Yeah, touch them up if you have to. Right now, you're putting up no resistance.
Looking at the series breakdown for New Jersey. I'll get straight to it, Kenny. Is this a must-win game for them?
They might not want to admit it, honey, but this is a must-win game. I look at this team and I think if they drop this one, it's going to get into their head and they're not coming back.
Stop it, kid. It's not over yet. They know how to respond when their backs are against the walls.
Well, I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out, huh? And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by.
job of smothering those shooters.
And so Monk will bring it up for New Jersey. At one point, they led by 16. Picked by Aldama. To the inside. Stolen by Mobley. Wallace with it, and it's Aldama picking him up. Hero for three, and again for three.
The three's coming fast and furious. He is scorching the nets.
Yes, and now tied for the third most three-point field goals in a single game in playoff history.
It's getting going right now. Thanks for tuning in. 2K Sports presents the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for Jacksonville. We've got Cunningham. Keegan Murray is out there with Black. Then it's Koulibaly. And it's Zorber in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Golden State, Zion Williamson is out there with Derek Lively. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then it's Trae Young. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. And so off the tip, Jacksonville leads by 7. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Here is Coach Steve Kerr. Your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition, but we got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that.
Game 3 action here at the break. It's a nice lead.
Their bench has impressed. You give a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. They find themselves down 2-0. Could be looking at a tough path forward. Shaq, is panic part of the vocabulary?
Normally, you don't say panic in situations like these, but right now, these guys need to smash that panic button, do something different.
I don't think they could take the same approach and win this series. Adjustments are needed for them to get back in it.
Just like adjustments are needed here in the studio, but that's a story for another day. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan.
My mind on the raw. Trigger on the finger. 1 foot out the door. The paper on my bezel. My mind on the raw. Yeah.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
Well, he is a guy you want to go to with the game on the line.
So it's Jacksonville. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
1 foot out the door, the paper on my bezel, my mind on the raw.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
And he runs their offense for a reason. He's got excellent vision.
Disruptive.
Allie, thank you so much. Young pass to Williamson. There's a good screen. It's rebounded by Portis.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
And his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor. And looking for more.
So we've seen that movie a few times. That's an easy bucket in the paint.
Young passes to Ware. The kick out to Young. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
And it's flag missing. Warriors trail by 18.
Final round. Fight!
Mr. Williamson.
It's lit 100.2 FM.
Rebounded by Jacksonville.
The playlist hit 6.
You got to commend the defensive
And the
effort
Lit
right
Squad
there.
has
It
you locked
really
in
made
for
a
the
difference.
next hour. The city's best hits.
Murray right
News,
side.
entertainment, sports,
The Warriors
and gossip.
pull it in.
The Lit
Ware's
Squad.
got 4 rebounds now
Melissa
tonight.
Carson, Corey Knox,
Some nice
Dev
passing by Golden
Scrams,
State.
and final round on the mixes. It's gonna be lit.
Young outside. It's Williamson, top of the key. Back to Young. All alone. He claims that one off the back iron and down it falls.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And that one's good. Flag.
Strong
now for Golden State. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Hardy. Takes the three. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Driving into...
Oh, man!
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Williamson against Portis. Sorber with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead. And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Young passes to Ware. To the middle. Here's Williamson. Gets it to fall from the right block.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Here's Jonas, defended by Young. Jonas' shot is good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Young finds Giddey. There's Williamson with the three. Drops in the tray. Williamson's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's Williamson showing you he's trying to add other dimensions to his game. If he keeps getting looks that good, watch out.
Here's Flag. And Flag throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Warriors trail by 20 to the inside. Here's Hardy. And it's Flag with the rebound. Flag's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Murray outside. Here's Jonas. A high post shot, and again it's Jacksonville. Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Williamson. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Man, that is a clever move from Williamson, showing you his agility.
Now a timeout called by Jacksonville. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Cooper Flag. You know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. Jacksonville leading by 20. Koulibaly with it. Pass to Sorber. Now here's Murray. On the wing, Koulibaly. Just 5 to shoot. Now Flag. Here's Jonas. Hits from the high post. Jonas has got 32 points in the game. Right side, Beal. Pass to Lively. Williamson outside. Williamson double team. Lively. And he gets it to go.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Now a timeout called by Jacksonville. So it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Jacksonville. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And one of the big reasons Cunningham went first overall in the draft, his playmaking at 6'6" is really valuable.
Beal against Koulibaly. Now here's Beal. defense on him. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight. As to Koulibaly. Here's Yang, and the shot goes in.
That's where Murray's most effective. Not just scoring, but creating as well.
There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Beal. Back to Young. Lively sets a screen for Young. And again for three.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game.
And game 3 will go in the record books here. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for Jacksonville.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And this series has really gone their way.
Yeah, it looks like a sweep may be in the cards with tonight's win. They'll be going up 3-0, and this is exactly what they wanted to do.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Cooper Flag.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possession.
Here's Yang, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. And Jacksonville leads by 21.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
And here's Cunningham. Murray is screen on Young. Down low. Murray the pass to Yang. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Here's Thompson. And that with the Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Substitution on the court.
Ware finds Kuzma. Exum sets a screen for Kuzma. And so Jacksonville takes the win. You have to think at this point, up 3-0. It's only a matter of time now, Greg, until this series is in the books.
You know, this victory all but seals the deal. As strong as they look throughout this game and this series, I'll be shocked if they don't close it out in game 4.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Cooper Flag.
Western Conference semifinals, Game 3. The Lions have showed up hungry. against the Suns. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue. Coming right up. And here we are, broadcasting live, Game 3 of the Western Conference semifinals. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. So here's Las Vegas' starting group. Jalen Johnson is out there with Peyton Watson. Then it's Shepard, and it's Richardson in at the 2-guard. And for the Suns, they've got Harper. Benedict Mathurin is out there with Holmgren. Then it's Victor Wembanyama, and it's Fears in at the point guard position. And it's the Suns to start out. Up 3. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Welcome all. Game 3. And it's a real halftime cliffhanger for the Phoenix Suns.
What's impressed me, Ernie, is the ball movement. You need to make that extra pass to get good looks.
Assists have been key for them. I'm sure they'd like to replicate that down the stretch. Taking a look at the situation for the Phoenix Suns. They were able to take a game on the road, capturing home court advantage. Shaq, how important is Game 3 for them?
Well, Game 3 is always huge. They took care of business on the road. Now they have to hit you guys to the big word. Now they have to capitalize on it.
Ooh. Well, it won't be easy, but I'm going to make a prediction, guys. You ready?
No, but go
whoever
ahead.
wins this game, they win the series.
That is bold, Jimmy. I sort of like it. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
Force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. And don't go far, we'll be right back. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision. And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Grant. Here's Johnson. And Las Vegas getting another bucket right there.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Here's Fears. Oh, yes! Throw it down! Oh, and he goes up strong with a one-handed can.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Here's Harper. Pass to Fears. Here's Harper. Trent outside. 6 on the shot clock. To take the lead. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's not making much of an impact from deep. His solo three-pointer came in the first half.
Phoenix has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team. And they will take it in a close game like this.
Again, the miss by Las Vegas.
He really came close to leveling the score there.
You love the intensity out there right now. With a close game, both teams leaving it all out there.
Williams' shot is good.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues.
from three-point range. You've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Las Vegas calls timeout. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade. Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Wembanyama's checked in for Jared Allen. Holmgren comes in for Williams. And Benedict Mathurin subbed in for Trent. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message that the Lions coach was giving to his team. He lit into them over their transition defense. He said, quote, enough is enough. Get back on D. We have to slow them down. The discrepancy in fast break points is eating at him. We'll see how they respond.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's how fast this was.
Now Richardson, outside watching. Here's prime time. And Las Vegas getting another
Final
bucket right
round.
there.
Fight!
Tough road ahead. They worked hard to get a good shot.
It's lit 100.2 FM. The playlist hits 6. And the Lit Squad has you locked in for the next hour. The city's best hits. News, entertainment, sports, and gossip. The Lit Squad. Melissa Carson, Corey Knox, Dev Scrams, and final round on the mixes. It's gonna be lit.
They've led by as much as 10. Outside Mathurin. From deep, Harper. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And stolen by Holmgren. To the middle is Mathurin. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
One thing that's apparent about Mathurin is his athleticism. He's got a good blend of agility and strength, which gives him multiple ways to beat you.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential. Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Watson. Now Richardson. Las Vegas moving that ball around. Clock at 6. Here's Primetime. And he gets it to go. Primetime's got 39.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Out left to the wing. From deep, Harper. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Primetime's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Pass to Shepard. Here's Primetime. He's covered by Holmgren. Here's Primetime. And that one is stopped right through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Here's Shepard for 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Man, I love the competitive fire right there. You train to triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Johnson with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Takes a three. Yes, sir, with the three.
Got to fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
This would tie it. This is the three. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one, and this is a critical win for them. They grab the lead in the series after splitting the first 2 games.
Yeah, game 3 feels like a game 7 if the series is tied. It has a huge impact. They're in the driver's seat now, as long as they don't lose their focus.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoffs. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.